Cool. So we're going into Cursed Hollow, and this map, the Raven Lord, will drop spawn points where you collect these tributes. You just right-click on them, and
Right.
when you get to 3, it debuffs the enemy, and you can make a good push on that. For starters, you've got a couple different options for the Demon Hunter. Rancor increases a rage duration, hatred duration, but I prefer to the Path of the Assassin just to get the extra 2 bonus damage per level.
Right.
Yeah, I think when you get to like level 20, like you want the right-click deeps. You want to be able to just blow people down.
Up, yeah.
Like you might not have an opportunity to get your full like hatred stack out and be in rage and get that many right clicks to make the most of it.
Right.
But I could be wrong on that. This is just kind of my preference. I've got the custom skin and the Direwolf map.
Yeah.
So I did a little splurging on the store last night.
5, 4.
It looks pretty awesome.
3, 2, 1.
So right off the bat here, I'm going up to this little watchtower, and whoever controls this gets a little extra vision around the area. You can see it kind of marked out in a circle. So this kind of just helps prevent, ganks or someone coming behind you.
It just gives you vision right there, or is it a big...
So you can see the radius on the mini map here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is a huge radius.
It's pretty decent.
Yeah.
And this guy,
Is he gonna die, maybe?
no. And
No.
I'm looking at the team composition. One of the bigger issues is we don't have a whole lot of disable, especially early on. I don't have a disable on the Demon Hunter until I get my ult.
Which is what level in this?
10.
So everybody's ult is 10, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, not having that, I can't really stop them there. And you're not really high enough level. A lot of people, talk about the game moving a little slower movement speed, but, I don't really have that issue. Like, I didn't get that from playing the game. I think earlier on, it's certainly not as fast as, like, Dota. And you do have a little more leeway. You can run away. You do have some sustainability. So it makes, stuns, lockdowns very important.
Oh, like
So,
this here?
yeah, like, I took a stun there and 8 damage from 3 people. That's huge. Luckily, Gordon,
jeez.
the dwarf, he missed his. Now, I'm not sure what that guy was thinking. You should really back once you saw a mismatch, especially since you've got 2 really tanky heroes here.
Yeah,
You can't really do much.
1v3 is no fun.
Yeah. So this mechanic here is the Moonwell, and it's on a cooldown, 100 seconds. And what it does, it
And
gives
one
you...
person, or everybody gets to use it once?
It's individual cooldown. So,
Okay.
but it shares it across all the Moonwells on the map, your cooldown. So you can't just bounce
Okay.
between them. So once you grab that, it gives you a little bit more of a sustain on the front line. One of the
Yeah,
things
so
that
you can
might be
back.
off about people is there's no regen items like you would have like Tangos or Salve in Dota. You just go back to your Moonwell.
Yeah.
To me, I think the Moonwell is actually pretty big, almost as big as a tower, because it forces you to go back even further for a regen.
Yeah, right.
So, right here, I don't have a lockdown for this guy. He's definitely taking damage. I sent a ping out, but he just walked right back with a teammate. They went after another kill,
Oh,
and
you
we
got
get
him.
2. So, he did eventually die.
Eventually. So I've been watching. I still can't tell if the killing blow on the creep is what gets the experience, or no, you didn't get the killing blow.
Yeah, I mean,
You
you're
still got
going to see the
experience.
plus XP when the creep dies, even when you don't kill
Okay,
it.
right. So it's everybody gets it if you're just in
Yeah.
the vicinity when it dies.
So this guy's... He's got a shield. He's got some sustain. Not enough, though.
Not enough against 4 people.
Yeah, so this is the first PvE objective the Tribute had dropped here. And it's
You guys
really
got it.
important to kind of get in there. Ooh.
And Illidan's just over there being dumb.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was
Yeah,
about.
that was just completely overextended.
Yeah, so the tributes are really important. You want to get up to 3 here.
Just full screen it again.
It is full screen. No, oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know what happened. We can edit it.
So, Moonwell's back up. The tributes are really important because what it does is it lets you push. It disables towers from doing damage, and it moves all the enemy creeps to 1 hit points. It doesn't move mercenaries to 1 hit points, but you can clear waves out and maybe get some of these objectives.
Right. So it affects the heroes too,
Yep.
though, right?
So right now there's a ping on the map. Another tribute's about to spawn. You get a kind of a bit of a queue.
Oh, so that's the map, like the game
Yep,
doing
so
that for you. That's
tribute
cool.
spawn. You get the notice here. We're clearly in a fight. I don't think we can actually kill here, so it's probably best to just transition over to the tribute.
Yeah, it looks like you're trying to zone them out of trying to go for it.
An
Yeah,
ally has
yeah.
been
I mean, I
slain.
really should be rotating at this point. So there we go.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And secure that. You know, if we can get up and get some early pushes, it helps out. They've also already rotated. This is a bit of an awkward fight. We're split
Yeah,
up.
you're
We've got
split all over the place.
one range assassin on the left there, just running away. Now we're chasing, and we're gonna
Instead
get
of-
pinched here in the middle. So
Yeah.
this isn't the best decision. Someone got away there,
Yeah.
You have been slain.
and just
was lame.
poured it out. So that's
That guy
unfortunate. But if you're looking at team composition, they have a lot of disables that can just set up kills, and I
Yeah.
think disables in general are a lot more important in this game. You know, even for a short duration. Otherwise, people can just basically slow walk away.
An enemy has been
Our
slain.
team doesn't really have that. They have some better support, some beef, some tanks. So they're going to have a lot more of a team presence.
You guys are still keeping them off of there too,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
So we're still holding it. You know, I kind of look at this from like a Arathi Basin or Wild
Yeah,
BGs.
that's exactly what I was thinking.
You
You, guys are
wanna-
keeping them off the flag.
Prevent them from getting that objective. You know,
Yeah.
now we've got 5 here, kind of 4.5.
Yeah,
And we can go after the tribute a little bit. So they're still spamming us here.
yeah.
Ooh, I might want to dodge out of that. Yeah. What's difficult about this is we're behind a level.
Oh, he's about to get it.
Ally has been slain.
No, he.
Yep.
See, we don't have a good chase here. He's got a shield, so this is a support really
An
stepping up
ally
here.
has been
Yeah.
slain.
And I'm going to pay the price
Yeah.
chasing after him. So
Yeah,
team
that
composition
sucks.
does matter quite a bit if you look at your
Yeah.
heroes. I think early on, especially since we're in alpha, you know, people kind of playing the heroes they want. But if you go up against like a 5 stack, you know, like if you have Tassadar, Malfurion, you know, just really good supports and utility heroes, they can give you a lot more of a team fight, and we don't have disables or supports.
Right.
So this is a long road from a fight perspective, but you know, solo queue, you know,
You get what you get.
you get what you get, you know, and you just work with it.
Yeah.
So we're still tied on the objectives. They are ahead by almost entire level, so this is problematic because the team is 9. If you look on the right above the mini map, it kind of gives you the level indicators of the team. Everyone does level together, so this next fight, you're gonna have a team that has their ultimates, that have their abilities.
Yeah.
And it's just not a good fight to take until we hit that 10.
Right.
That last fight, I'm not sure if they got to 10 in the middle of it, but you know, certainly
You
having
just hit 10, so.
yeah. So having that disable it goes a long ways.
Yeah. So where's the individual experience counter you were talking about?
It's on the scoreboard.
Okay,
So when I
okay.
pop that up,
Okay.
so right now there's not a whole lot objectively going on. They did take the mercenary here, so they've got a little bit of a push on this lane. We've got our own siege creeps. So that was a disable. He'd go kind of deep.
Yeah.
So you're just punishing him for it.
You want him to come in on you.
Yeah, right now it's just me versus 4 guys. So I'm not really going to be able to stop this by myself, especially since they're sitting on a mercenary. Took another stun there.
Yeah.
And luckily I dodged the second one. But hopefully my team's kind of getting some space in the middle lane here and getting
Yeah.
objectives of their own.
Yeah, it looks like they're pushing mid.
So my goal here is just basically not feed. You know, do what damage I can to slow down the push, but there's not a whole lot here. So yeah, let's just kind of back out.
Get outta
I'm low on mana. Ooh. I'm not sure why he jumped
Illidan
into
is just
4.
he just thinks he can take on anybody.
Yeah. I mean, they have quite a few disables. They have 3 that can just give you lockdown and sustain DPS, and
Right.
that will get you killed.
Yeah.
So you just try not to get caught out. We're still behind a full level here, but we have 2 of the tributes, which means we're winning the objective war. So hopefully when the next one comes up, we can
Get that one
get
too.
some momentum going. They've taken the tower here.
Can you take it back from them? or
Yeah,
is it
you just
okay.
stand on it and you'll get the vision
Yeah.
back, and you can already see it's paying off. There's some guys on the right there. They probably,
Yeah.
I'm bouncing out.
Um, so it does seem like compositions are all gonna form around CC chains.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of team fights. So right there, he took 2 chains, 3rd stun, 4th stun.
An
You know,
ally
that's
He
just
took
getting
his
caught
turn,
out.
Yeah.
because you get caught out and you don't have an escape. You know what I like about the Demon
An
Hunter
ally
is
has
Vault.
been slain.
You know, if you're
Escape.
coming from Dota, it's like a low cooldown force staff. Everyone loves force staffs, so you can just kind of reposition yourself, and you don't have to turn. There's no turn speed for it, so you can just vault in any direction.
Oh, so you can be facing one direction and vault behind you.
Yeah, just like peace out.
Yeah.
You know, I really
Okay.
regret my decision. I'm bouncing back. And
Yeah.
what I
That's
like
cool.
about Vault in this particular hero is that you know it's good for an escape, but it's
hero
also an
has left the
initiation tool,
battle.
especially when you're trying to kind of land your ult and get
Oh,
that
yeah.
stun in. So right here, you know, allies pinged out of PvE objectives. So we're gonna see if we can get some momentum our way. We're tied on the tribute count. So the next tribute will determine kind of who gets that first push off the bat. But again, if you're looking at the team composition, that is a lot of DPS and not any utility. So we're able to kind of take the objectives pretty quickly, but you're
If
getting
you guys
slaughtered
can-
on team fights.
Yeah, if you guys can, if they do something stupid, you can blow them up real quick. But if you guys get caught out, it's all over.
Yeah, and we can't really catch them out without the
Right.
disables. So we're a level and a half behind now, which isn't
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. You were almost the same level.
I mean, a few kills, you know, like let's
Yeah.
say Illidan runs in and twice dies.
Oh
twice.
yeah, two hero
That's
kills
almost a
is
full swing.
Yeah.
So here's the third tribute. They're gonna swing back from the bottom.
How long does it take
And
to
I'm dead.
you got caught out?
So that was a 2 stun chain,
Yeah.
both from Etsy and Morden. Like, just it's so much disabling. Like, you can't do anything. You can't escape. So we got the tribute, however, you know, in the process of them killing me, luckily my teammates were right-clicking, so you can see the structures are now not firing at our creeps. And this makes it hard for them to kind of punish us for losing 3 heroes, because they have to defend. You know, they're losing 2 lanes at once now, which is good for us, you know.
Yeah.
Losing that team fight isn't the end of the world.
Well, this is a prime example of how they've made the objectives so important in heroes that you know you can be losing team fights but still be winning the grand.
So that was an ult. It was a good disable. Chase. He's got the shield up. I don't know if I can finish that out. So we'll keep going here. He made a mistake turning there into the camp.
Bam.
And that ended up costing him. So we actually probably don't want to mess with the dwarf here. But we got a second guy we can turn around. He missed his stun. Got the disable. Ooh. We've got a third guy coming in, so this is definitely in our advantage.
Yeah, just keep on fighting.
So you're, as a range assassin, you're going to have like low health situations. You need to be able to DPS, but what I like about Vault is you can get outside the fight, get outside the melee range, and turn it around a little
Make
bit.
them change target and everything.
Yeah. So in leagues, just for example, you probably go back and recall there and go to base and heal up, but that's what I like about the Moon Wells.
Yeah, you don't have to go back.
You know, you
Just
can
snag it and go.
snag it. I'm recovering very well here, and I can just kind of move forward. So more PvE objectives. Luckily, my teammates, you know, they were down with the PvE stuff. You know, they knew what needed to happen, and were calling it out. So even though we were very much outmatched on composition and losing these team fights,
You can
we're
still do the objectives.
we're
well.
still in it. We're behind a level. We're not getting the kills we need to, but our lanes are still there.
Yeah.
So once you kill a
Oh.
mercenary, ooh,
You guys just didn't kill him.
there's people there. They do have some momentum up here. They've got another mercenary here, and we don't want to let him snowball away. So this guy has no heroes around him. This is, you know, do or die to kind of kill him. Unfortunately, he got cut out.
Oh.
Ooh, big heals, big ult. Good
Except for
timing.
he's still gonna die.
So Illidan jumped in right there, past the creep wave, past their mercenary. Not,
God, he lived.
yeah, not the best call. So we've got the golem down, stun him, easy kill.
Yeah,
Let's vault out of here
Yeah.
before someone kind of punishes me for that. So I like to kind of shift click right after I mount, just kind of get going in whatever
What does
direction.
shift click do?
So it queues up items, so you can hit shift, and I think this is true for pretty much every MOBA. Is like when you have an action pending, like it's channeling, you can just shift click and it'll trigger the next one. You can daisy chain commands. So here's the XP
shift
earned.
clicking tells it as soon as you
sorry.
finish doing some move, it's gonna start moving.
Start on the next action that I queued up.
That's good to know. Good little trick there. What were you saying?
The scoreboard popped up. So
Oh.
they've got to push here, 3 heroes. I don't think they can break this. So what I like is, particularly about the Demon Hunter or heroes in general that have some kind of like AoE clear, just like as an anti-push. just because the way the game works out, you have a lot of you want to take down towers, you want to take down objectives, so having a bit of an anti-push just slows some of that down when you need to, and it's good AoE damage in a team fight. I'm not sure what this guy was thinking.
Yeah,
He got caught on the wrong side.
that was pretty funny.
So, got to be aware of kind of where you're walking to, because you can't cross that gate
Yeah.
yet.
And so that's the thing.
So, unfortunately, I don't have my ult, so I'm not... We got one, maybe? We got one?
Yeah, you got one of them.
Two, maybe? Oh, blink away. Good call.
You might die right here.
Well, I'm probably spamming. Yeah, I'm spamming to run away.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yep, peace out.
Yeah.
You're not chasing that. So I can go back to the Moonwell, get enough sustain, and just turn it right back around.
Yeah, turn right back around, keep fighting.
So see if I can do a cutoff here. So we have nothing to stop this guy. Like that's what's unfortunate.
Yeah.
So vault up. So vault's good for securing a kill.
Yeah.
Someone's running away, and you just need like 1 or 2 extra auto
Yep.
attacks. So I'm a big fan of that ability. So the big mercenaries back up. We're gonna ping that out and get that going. So they've got 3 down. We don't have any
Oh,
objective.
you're ahead in experience now.
Yeah, we made a good comeback. That was a couple good fights.
Yeah.
So here's a tribute spawning. We'll hopefully secure this one,
Yeah.
and then turn around and get the mercenary camp and get some. Ooh, that was a good call. It's a bold move by this guy. So 2 down.
Looks like you're gonna get it. Except for you're about to die.
Yeah, those zombies. They're not pals. So I'm
So
not.
if you're both on it, it gathers faster?
I don't think so.
Okay, so it's just one cooldown?
Yeah, someone's gonna get it. So grab the health globe, and the best thing to do here is just kind of, you don't have enough to push. You can't team fight, but you've got 4 people in the same area. Like
Just clear some objectives, yeah.
just take the mercenary camp, especially something like this. That's gonna give the lane a lot of momentum. You can go back and heal and maybe join up with it, but everyone's at half health. Like you can't really commit to anything.
Yeah.
Oh, 13
with-
seconds
yeah,
on the
13.
Moonwell. So I really love the Moonwells. If I'm in a position between taking down a tower and a Moonwell, I think the Moonwell is just as important, if not more important, than the tower, because
Yeah.
it forces you to go back. Like, if I had to spend an extra 30 seconds out of the game to heal, just to walk back further, like, I think that's huge.
Yeah.
Choose a talent.
So we're level 20. This game's progressing pretty well. I tend to go for AoE damage and sustainability,
Yeah.
especially for a game like this. Like I prefer like the spell
An ally
shield,
has been slain.
high single target DPS. Focusing is very important, just because if you let someone escape, you might not come back.
Yeah.
Ooh. So
That's
that was
pretty awesome.
that was questionable on their part.
Mayhem.
He did hit the thunderclap, but I just don't think they have enough follow up right now.
Yeah, neither do you guys.
Yeah, well, we can't stop him.
Yeah.
So tributes here. We've got the kill. We lost someone in another lane. But hopefully, this is another cursed set of towers.
Yeah. I like it.
And then turn around, grab the camp. Or are we?
Oh, it looks like you're going straight to push the lanes.
Yeah, this might be a mistake actually. I guess hindsight's 20/20.
Yeah.
See if I can just snipe some towers here, some damage.
It's always nice to be able to take out both towers real quick. What's the benefit of taking out those walls? Because I was thinking it's not really...
So when you auto attack, it's attacking the closest thing, and if the walls are there, like sometimes it annoys me that I can't really fight there because the closest thing might be a wall instead of a
Right.
hero.
Right.
So that was a couple free hits. We got the mercenary camp anyways. Right now the team's at half health, so I don't know. Against full mana, we have no mana, so this isn't that great.
Well, you do have that guy with you.
You do, but if you look at what's happening right now, Illidan is getting rocked.
Well, that's because
We don't have ults on
just wants
cooldown. Like we're all getting rocked against 4. Like
Yeah.
An ally has been
not being able to
Yeah,
handle your
follow you.
abilities is huge. So hopefully this guy will nope. I can't do it. Can I?
Maybe, nope.
No.
Yeah, you decided to try and get as much damage out as you could.
Yeah. So that wasn't a great situation. But we are into their base now.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So having it cursed and having a mercenary camp, gives you a lot of room against bad team fights.
Right.
But you know, look at this team. You know, Warden's probably one of the best melee strikes right now. He's just able to crush people when he lands the stuns.
You got a long death timer.
Yeah, I mean we're level 20 at this point, and you know they're back up to about half a level ahead. So it's not.
Oh, I really like how they do that. The death counter's up in the top. That
Yeah,
is a
you
good
can kind of
idea.
see the order. And
That is
watch them
awesome.
Come down.
Yeah.
We lost 4 out of that, but we did get into their base, so it's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
But we should really not be picking like a straight up 5-man team fight against that team like that.
Yeah. Wait, why did their team say 21 now?
They're level 21. So this is the XP earned, like you can see that. So I think it does a breakdown like what you're part of. The scoreboard has like mechanics and takedowns. There's no actual kill score, which I like. You know, everyone can get who gets a part of it gets some credit. So you can't just sit there and like pump out your KDA.
Yeah.
Supports that are able to land like a hit on someone. You know, they're present for the fight. So when I look at the scoreboard, you know, I'm looking at mechanics, takedowns, and XP earned. That's just give me like a bird's eye view of like your participation.
Performance, yeah.
You know, if you're participating in both the objectives and team fights, like that's kind of where you want to be.
So what is the max level?
An ally has been slain.
I believe 25.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So this is, you know, we're getting up there in levels.
Yeah.
So the game's definitely getting intense here.
An ally has
So,
been slain.
yeah, this is probably not the best place for a fight, especially since we can just back behind tower.
Enemy slain.
But we are getting some kills.
Yeah. Fighting it out.
Yeah, I need to run away though. I have no health
Enemy
left.
slain.
Now you do.
So,
Well.
yeah, the Moonwell's huge.
Yeah.
And I really like out there, but you know sometimes I feel like as a ranged damage, like you want to push your luck a little bit and secure the win. You don't really get punished. There's no farm. You share XP even in death. So if you can turn the team fight around.
Slain.
Oh, one,
Double kill it.
2. I don't know if I can get 3.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to get out alive either.
Yeah, I don't know. So right now, 4 of my team's dead. The tribute's up. If they get this, they'll curse it. So it's really a terrible shot. He's full health. So I kind of just want to delay it a little bit.
Yeah, delay it as long as you can.
I don't know if that's going to work out. So that was the thought behind it.
Yeah,
I've
just,
got another
he
team.
might be able to make it. He's right there.
Yeah, but there's 2 here. Like it's done and over with. So we're going to get punished a little bit. They're going to catch up and get their first.
Destroyed fort.
Their first. Oh.
Oh man, yeah,
Getting
he's
it
still
around.
saving it.
So we've got another lane coming up here. So that's good.
An enemy has been
Oh wow.
Yeah, they took him out. Took them both out. That is awesome.
So that was a good call.
Yeah. So because you saved it, delayed it as long as you did, they were able to make it.
I mean, I do what I can for the
Yeah.
team. You know,
Right,
like,
yeah,
what
see?
can I say?
That's
It
awesome.
was not a feed, as most people would call it. So
Yeah, I mean,
secured objective, and then after you secure the primary, you secure some camps. I'm still down. They're still saying half health, and this is the best thing to do in between objectives. Is you know you got some lane momentum up top. Let's secure the mercenaries.
yeah,
I think a lot of people aren't as they don't realize how much of a big part of the game that is from traditional MOBAs. Like it's not just getting some XP out of it, but it's really the momentum of the game. Like it's a game of inches.
yeah.
And what I like about this is you don't really get blown out. Like it's very difficult to get blown out. So there's always opportunity. One misplay and some momentum the other way, and you can turn it around.
Yeah.
So it's very fun. I feel like the action's nonstop.
Yeah, that's why they got rid of just like the whole idea of items and needing to go back to your base every so often. I think they did a really good job of that, and
So-
the objectives helped with it too.
Oh, I got a 2-person stun there, but like there's just not enough follow-up, especially against 4.
Yeah.
I got
one
one
kill.
But I mean that's it's not enough for a team wipe.
Yeah,
Like
still tied up. Well, they're about to untie it.
yeah, like they're definitely getting the best of kills here.
Oh yeah, they just wiped you completely too.
Yeah, so we've got a full 5-man wipe, but we've got the mercenary we just got bottom.
Yeah.
and he's gonna go do some work. So what I like about this is that if you notice, the curse turns all our minions' hit points to 1,
Yeah.
but not our mercenary. So he can sit there and
He can still be pushing,
yeah, he can still be pushing. The range heroes are pretty safe.
The enemy has
How long
destroyed
does the curse last? 30 seconds?
Full minute. I mean, it's been going on for a bit.
Okay, so that is the timer up there. Yeah.
I don't agree with the positioning here. Like, they just got caught out pretty bad.
Oh, your team, yeah.
Yeah, but they have to dedicate someone at least to come back. They can't really make anything out of this curse, which is a shame on their part. It's just bad timing. They have to kind of pull someone back to defend against the bottom lane. And now we're back up. Oh, that's a bold move. Jumping in over the gate
Yeah.
like that. So he's disabled, and we can just kind of punish him right here. He is tanky at level 20. We've got a second hero down. I've got no ult, nothing to kind of really lock those guys down. So
Yeah.
just clear the wave out and see what we can do.
Keep pushing.
Ooh, a lot of zombies.
And they're all dead as soon as you play it,
Yeah. It happens.
Yeah. For sure.
Oh. So I've got ult on this. Oh, we got one stun. Get out of there.
an ally.
So when you don't have a good team fight, like, just back it out.
Yeah.
You know, like, they blew an initiation, you didn't get it. I feel like you don't want to try and salvage something, like, when you don't have to. So, like, now they're definitely on the commander.
Yeah, that's when you...
Oh, and he jumps in. Oh, and a two-person stun.
An ally
So
has
you
been
got...
slain.
You're in deep, you know, they're eating 2 towers and trying to fight a team fight.
Yeah.
Like, this is almost a bit of desperation on their part, even though they've really had the upper hand on team fights.
Yeah, they've had the upper hand for a lot of situations, but they keep giving it up by overextending like that.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to overextend into towers, necessarily.
Yeah.
Especially since, you know, you start doing damage this late in the game.
Well, you're going to grab health now. You still got 60 seconds.
Yeah, it's on cooldown.
Yeah.
My precious Moonwell.
Precious Moonwell.
I mean, I really like the game. It's very different. I'm coming from a Dota perspective.
Yeah.
I've dropped a lot of hours into that. So it feels a little different. Like, I feel like I want to last hit creeps, but I know it doesn't do anything for me. You know, just things you want to do.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at the skill ups or the different talent builds and just kind of attributing that to just different item timings in Dota. Like, you know, I want to get my spell shield, which is damage mitigation.
Yeah.
So that kind of serves as like your butterfly.
Right.
So we lucked in on this. Tried to solo this camp, got punished. He got killed for it,
Yep.
and now we get the camp. So
That's awesome.
that was greed. You know, even though you're level 24 now, you still can't really take that guy by yourself.
Right.
But they did get the other camp here. They went after 2 instead of 1 at a time, so that's rough. So I got stunned, back out. I'm still eating a lot of damage.
Yep, you're dead.
Um,
An ally has been
Sucks.
slain.
yeah, it happens.
Full minute death timer too.
They had some really good disables and just was able to drop, you know, our entire team to half health, you know, that choke point. That was not our strongest suit. But they're back to about a full level ahead now, and we're dead for 40 seconds. But we've got the PvE objective up top. It's, you know, the golem's rolling in. I'm not really sure what they can do out of this.
They can't push too hard.
No,
Oh, yeah.
their throne, they're going to have to send someone back. Like, that throne will hold it, but, like,
Yeah,
they're
it
gonna
looked like
have
the
to
regen was
hold
really
back
good.
the golem, you know.
Yeah.
There's just too many PvE camps for them to kind of contest.
The regen on the Nexus is crazy though.
It doesn't have a lot of hit points. It has a lot of regen, so you do have to commit some resources to bring it down.
Yeah.
But if you've got like 2 or 3 guys down there or some creeps, you know, you can take it down. But
Yeah.
you can't really sit there and backdoor it. You can't chip away at it.
Right.
So
It's you have to get the full 100% kill in a short period of time. You can't
yeah.
slowly dwindle.
Yeah. So, again, my team in this was really good just about getting the objectives and just keeping that rolling on our
Yeah,
side.
keeping the pressure with these golems.
So despite we had an embarrassing 5-man wipe, you know, they all had to retreat to their base. So every time it's up, it's just a huge advantage.
Right.
So Tribute is spawning, and yeah, we really want to fight this. Now, what's unfortunate is we only have 3 guys here. Because they're still fighting the golem. So, miscommunication. Really, we should all just stay there and give them the tribute, especially since we're now getting cursed. I should probably stayed and finish that golem off instead of going to assist my teammates. So, that was a miscommunication. I mean, you're going to get that in pubs.
Yeah.
And hopefully, if you do have like a 5-man stack, you got a play caller who can be like, let him have it, let's just take this.
Yeah.
So that was just needless risk on our part. But again, we got the golem. He's rolling down the bottom lane. It's already pushed up all the way to their base.
Yeah.
So that's good. We got that going for us.
Yeah, it forces them to stay back.
So you got 3 back. Like that's the second team fight in a row we just got wiped.
And they're still in their base.
And they're in their base.
Yeah. That is pretty awesome.
So even though we're making these mistakes, communication mistakes or objective mistakes, we're still getting enough out of the map to win the game.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. So I don't want to know what it's like if you have like 100% control of all the camps and you're like completely dominating in the team fights. Like how quick does that match go?
It's like a 10-minute match.
Yeah.
You're probably not even going to get up to level 20. You're ending quick.
Yeah, if you push them out of all the objectives, that's pretty much done for them.
They've got 4 guys on their base from the mini map, and tribute just spawned. So we're going to have this uncontested. It's our 3rd one, so it's going to curse the building. So
nope, you're not going to get it.
That's a bold move. Okay.
Oh, there's more.
There's more. I blew my ult too on that last guy. Yeah, I thought they were further away. So we'll see what we can do on the damage here. Oh, that shield! And then for me to get blocked in.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got walled in. Oh man.
That support was just money. He saved his teammate. He secured a kill on me, and
oh well.
Our Illidan is in their base, killing the throne. So
who cares?
We lost another team fight. We won the game, and I think it just goes to show you, as far as map awareness, what's going on. Your goal is to win, kill their base, not necessarily get kills.
Right.
So I feel like just looking at what just happened that game and at the scoreboard, by most accounts, the team with, dramatically more team fights and kills should be the one winning. And that's just not true. Like, that's a huge disparity.
Let's see. So you guys had 8 mechanic points. They had 5.
Yeah, so we won on that objectives. Yeah.
That makes a big difference.